Welcome back to A Heart for Homeschool. My name is Kendra Price, and this is my second video of a three-part series where I am sharing with you online tools that can help your middle and high school students become more independent in terms of their learning and take real ownership of their learning. So in the first video, I did a walkthrough with you of Google Classroom, its functionality, and how it is a hub for different assignments, videos, and all of those things. And today I want to share with you how you can use interactive digital notebooks to enhance your child's learning. And again, this is helpful because a lot of us homeschoolers have multiple children, and our younger kids may need additional more one-on-one help, and at those times we want our older kids to be able to work independently.
I just want to go through and show you what a digital interactive notebook is and what are the possibilities for learning with your homeschoolers. This is another method I use to allow my older kids to be independent learners while I can still guide them, but I don't have to be standing right over them and teaching in order for them to learn. So, the first question, what are digital interactive notebooks? In a nutshell, digital interactive notebooks are virtual notebooks that chronicles what students learn in a creative, engaging way. Virtual notebooks can have notes, graphic organizers, maps, charts, video responses, learning activities. And so I'm going to use the digital interactive notebook I have my daughters working on for the 1619 project to just show you or showcase what is possible with digital interactive notebooks. Before I get started, I will say that the templates that you see, I'm in Google Slides right now, and typically I will design my slides in PowerPoint and save them and carry them over to Google Slides. I'll talk about that a little later. But for example, here I have my cover page and I have the tabs showing for each of the sections that are a part of the 1619 project. I designed this in PowerPoint, and then when I came over to Google Slides, which is my interactive notebook, I basically saved it as a background so that it's a picture and it cannot be manipulated by my child. So I also have a table of contents, and the cool thing about tables of contents with your digital interactive notebooks is that you can create hyperlinks, and those hyperlinks will take you to different sections of your interactive notebook. So for example, here, the first section is the idea of America, the second section is chain migration, and I can click on this chain migration interactive hyperlink, and I can go directly to the slide, the first slide of the section. How do I use digital interactive notebooks? The thing I love about creating these is that they're pretty much a guided learning experience. So for topics such as African American history, where there's a lot of history out there, a number of websites, and a lot of information, but not necessarily a boxed curriculum, I can basically direct my child to the websites that I'm interested in them picking up information from. So that here, you'll notice I just have a sticky note, and I have the different people that I want them to learn about. And so for this slide, for example, I can use quotes and pictures, and then they can read on these three men, these three abolitionists, and then they can identify them by writing in the text box. And so I just include a text box on top of the area designated for them to type in. Additionally, with digital interactive notebooks, you can place maps and information. I can direct them to websites, and then they get to respond with answers or the significance of whatever they're reading. So, some other ways that I can use digital interactive notebooks is to create timelines. So, for example, here, a timeline of post slavery in general. They can learn about the different eras, such as the Reconstruction period, the Great Nadir, the Great Migration, Jim Crow. So they can first read about them on these websites and then come in and type the significance or a small, short summary of what they've read. You don't have to start from scratch trying to figure out how to design the templates. Teachers Pay Teachers has a number of wonderful templates, such as this one here by Danielle Knight, that's already colored and pretty, and I can simply type on the template in order to the information that I want to use. So it's not just about reading or going to a website, but digital interactive notebooks, keyword is interactive. So this also allows my child to learn how to use various online tools such as Screencastify, for example, to record their thoughts visually. So they can do a video recording, a screen recording of their thoughts, answering the question, and then they can insert it into the Google slide. And so they have um, another way to interact rather than just reading and typing. Another cool feature of digital interactive notebooks is that you can also input videos directly into your Google slide so that they can watch the video and then record their answers or their thoughts. So notice here, this is a YouTube video. They can double click on it and they can learn about the Mexican-American War. So again, this is a tool that they can not only just read and type, but they can also interact or engage with the material. Sometimes they'll watch a video, other times they'll read and then write. They can also do activities. So they can do matching activities to assess their understanding of what they've learned and whatnot. And then, of course, there's the graphic organizers. So graphic organizers, again, this is a graphic organizer template from Danielle Knight on Teachers Pay Teachers. This allows them to graphically organize their thoughts and to take what's important or what's most important from what they learn and record it in an organized way. So it helps them to organize their thinking. And then also, they can write, so they can read, and they can provide answers. And the wonderful thing about digital interactive notebooks is that at the end of this will be like a keepsake. They can always go back and refer to it. You can assign these Google Slides or these digital interactive notebooks in Google Classroom so that they can make their own copy, work on it, turn it in, and then at your convenience, you can review it. So you don't have to stand over them for them to learn and to complete the work, which allows you to be able to teach your younger kids that may need more direction from you. So for me, I am most comfortable and most knowledgeable about Microsoft PowerPoint. I will come into Microsoft PowerPoint and lay out my slides exactly the way I want, make edits and changes, and then I will go and I will save the PowerPoint as a JPEG. And so when I save it as a JPEG, it will save all of my slides as JPEG images. And then once that happens, then I come into Google Slides and I will create a slide. So let's create a new slide. And I will say I want to change my background, I will choose one of my images, my JPEG files that I saved from PowerPoint. So I'll just use this one as an example. And so it saves it as a background. And then now all I have to do is add text boxes. And I will just say type here so that they know that there's a text box available for them to type in. And so it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Let's say I wanted to add a video. I can say insert video, and then it will prompt me to insert a video from YouTube or from files. I can also add audio. I can add additional images, and so it's pretty versatile. I can add charts and diagrams. So it's pretty versatile what you can do with Google Slides to create digital interactive notebooks, and they are cool because you can use them for any subject. You can use them for English, science, math. For the 1619 project, I took it upon myself to create from scratch my digital interactive notebook. But Teachers Pay Teachers has people sell templates that you can then, instead of having to worry about design and layout, you can simply start in Google Slides, change the text and fonts and whatnot, and have your own digital notebook without starting from scratch. So this is a wonderful way for your older kids to be independent learners, take ownership of their learning, and for you to guide them through the information that you want them to know to draw certain conclusions.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe to be notified of future videos. Also, don't forget to check out my website, www.aheartforhomeschool.com.